Say whore one more time. Say whore. Say it. Say whore one more time. Say it. Go ahead. Say it. Say it. Dad, say whore. Say it. Say it.
Hi everyone, I'm Sandrine here with Kenny for the last episode of the season.
My head's going.
Game of Thrones.
My head's gonna explode. Why, Sandrine, do you have questions?
Yes, I do. I do have a lot of questions.
I have answers.
Cool. Let's talk about it. The children.
There were children all through this episode.
But I first want to talk about Jon Snow.
Stannis is at the wall. Stannis is at the wall. Stannis is at the wall. Stannis is at the wall.
That scene when they just kind of go around and I'm like, who is that? That is so cool.
That was awesome. In the books, they have this thing where the chapter ends with the line of, you know, because they don't know who it is. So instead of how we got it on screen, which is like, you know, through the mist or through the fog or whatever he steps through, which was awesome. That was a great visual.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that
was
was
just like,
nice.
who is it? Who is it? People like leaning toward the screens like, who is it? And then it's Stannis. You're like, it's Stannis. In the books, there's just somebody screaming, Stannis, 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 which was cool too. It was cool. You didn't need to hear that to know, because here you have the visual. That's Stannis. Can I talk about the Ygritte scene with him taking her north and burning her? I teared up, man. I thought I was over her death last episode, and I'm just like watching it, just going, Jon, she's dead. Aww. Seriously.
All I'm thinking is, won't the fire burn the whole forest? I mean, it's the same.
He rather carelessly threw down that torch,
like,
didn't he?
Yeah, and I was like,
I was looking around for like pine needles, like, all right, Jon, be careful.
Yeah, that's how my mind works, apparently.
Yes.
Heartless. I'm like, well, you know, Ygritte, that's fine. But the forest, that's what I worry about. There are two more things I wanted to mention. I like the fact that Jon kind of saved Mance's life by, you know, saying, hey, you know, my father wouldn't have killed him.
Right.
And he kind of saved my life, so that's nice. And the other thing I wanted to mention was Melisandre looking at Jon Snow. I did not like that. I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this. Why is she looking at him?
Looking at him through the flames.
I know, that's even worse. Like, I don't like this, Melisandre. I got my eye on you.
Although, you know, he's had good luck with redheads in the past.
That's true. Well, we could have another smoke baby.
Another smoke.
What happened to the smoke baby? I don't know. I still am confused about this.
Meanwhile, the smoke baby hitchhiking.
Moving on to Cersei.
Ooh.
First question is, why would she want to save the mountain? I mean, didn't he serve his purpose? I don't understand.
I guess I kind of get it. I mean, she has been pretty dialed in on, I want to kill Tyrion, I want to kill Tyrion. Maybe she's concerned that if the mountain dies, then people are going to say, well, Tyrion was not necessarily guilty in a trial of combat because the gods have deemed that both of these men have fallen. I don't know, but you know, he's big, he's strong, he's a servant, and
But isn't Tyrion dying the next day? So
yeah.
It's like, well, you know, just keep him alive for one day and we'll be fine.
Well, the mountain is a big, strong dude, and if he's on your side, you probably want to keep him. But please note that the only thing that she was really concerned about, though, was, will he still be strong? Says, oh yes. Well, all right, then let's try to save him.
And the big moment, the revelation to Tywin, that was pretty intense.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Lena Headey, again, she's fantastic.
Yeah.
She hasn't been in a lot of scenes. I mean, we saw her a lot early this season with the Joffrey stuff, and she really got to chew a lot of good scenes. But toward the middle part and toward the end, we didn't get to see a lot of Cersei. But this episode had some really good Cersei stuff, man.
Yeah, that was a really good moment. I was like, holy crap. And then Jaime and her are back together. Should we cheer? Should we not? I don't know. But yay.
That's also not in the books. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, okay. Daenerys! Dragons! That's the only thing I really cared about in this finale. And it kind of got, well, a little bit. At least we saw them.
again, the episode titled The Children, these are her children.
That's true.
And she's locking them away. So it made her, that was good. That was good. I love the long chamber and the long walk that she had to make.
What are you doing? Don't leave us. No. And all I'm thinking is, this is going to come and bite her in the ass.
I was thinking, man, I guess dragons are only about as smart as dogs, because she totally fooled them with food.
That's true. That is true. I did wonder if, like, once she got the first one, maybe the second one was gonna be like,
it's like, nope, I'm eating food. Well, you know, the main one, Drogon. We finally got a name, by the way. One dragon's name is Drogon. We have no idea what the other two she just chained up, what their names are, but the one that's free and flying around and eating children.
Yeah. Bran. That whole scene and moments was incredible. Kenny, what is up with the skeleton zombies?
They were
that?
Scarier than anything from The Walking Dead. They were fast, they were scary, and they killed Jojen. I'm like, ow, 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 ow.
I really like Jojen. I know we didn't see much of him, but I just like the character.
Thomas Brody Sangster.
So good.
Very good actor. He's not gone in the books.
The little girl, didn't she say they're called the children?
The children.
And that's my question.
Children of the Forest.
What, like, are they just called the children, but they're not really children? What are they? Where did they come from? What is up with the three-eyed crows? Kenny, I have so many questions.
Basically, the children of the forest were the people who ruled the land before humans came to the land.
Oh.
So they've been supposedly gone and dead and disappeared for years, and suddenly here's one popping up with wacky hair. And I was hoping for more children of the forest. We only got to see one. I was hoping for like 80 children of the forest.
Okay.
They never apparently grow from that. They always look like children. That kid could be like 200 years old. Who knows?
Awesome. My final question and final great moment for Bran was, you'll never walk again, but you will fly. I'm like, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Tell me more.
Well, the good news, Sandrine, is that we don't know either as book readers, because Bran...
How is that a good news? I need to know.
He's caught up to where he is in book 5.
Good. No more spoilers.
There's a lot of things that are now caught up to the books. I'm so glad I got to see Hodor Hulk out again. Hodor smash.
Brienne and Pod and Arya and the Hound. We're just getting people meeting. It's crazy.
Also didn't happen in the books. Didn't happen. All these book readers are going, no! Why are they meeting? No one understands! Freaking brutal.
I was like, go Brienne! What?
I didn't know who to root for.
I know. But I was just so like, she can fight. Like, against the Hound? That's really impressive. Like, she was like, I'm gonna fight till the end.
But, you know, we could technically argue the Hound may have been weaker and slowed down from the bite wound on the neck. If it had been a full-strength Hound, could we have said, well, I don't know. Brienne's pretty badass, either way.
I think she might have not won, but she still would have put up a fight, which is what I was like, I'm good for her, you know.
She tore his ear off with her teeth.
But I gotta say, the way she approached Arya, not the smartest way. Like, come with me. I don't know, obviously you don't know me, but trust me, I have been sent by your mom. Oh yes, I am. I do have a sword from the Lannisters, but never mind that. Just come with me.
Well, you know, I think Arya might have been tempted to if Sandor hadn't pointed out that she was wearing Lannisters. I don't think Arya would have, with her own eyes, said,
right, but I'm saying, you know, once he mentioned that, she should have been like, yes, let's talk about this, let's not fight, you know. I was just like, this might not be the best way to approach her.
I was actually briefly worried for Pod in that scene, too. I was like, is Arya gonna join the fight and take out Pod? Because Pod would get his ass kicked by Arya, dude.
Yeah.
Like that, he'd be dead. And I like Pod, so.
But he's sweet, so she might have taken, you know, pity for him.
Yeah, the gift of mercy, which she did not give the Hound. And oh my God, his death scene killed me. Again, here I am going, don't cry, Kenny, don't cry, okay? I need to watch this.
But we don't know if he's really dead at this point.
Didn't technically see him draw his last breath, and spoiler alert, we also don't know in the books if he's dead, because the exact same thing happened, and there are conspiracy theorists who say, no, the Hound, we didn't see him die, he's still alive somewhere. It's possible.
Who knows?
And those theorists are still going to be kept alive by this episode, because yet again, no confirmation.
Yeah. And moving on to my questions in this episode for Arya. So she's now going to Bravos. What is she gonna do there? What is she trying to do? What's the plan? She's by herself. She has like no family. And also, more importantly, why didn't they go in the Eyrie? What happened there?
Right? That was my...
Did they just come in and be like, oh, she's dead, all right, let's leave. Like, what?
And why would the Eyrie guards just let them leave? I mean, he just announced himself, by the way, this is Arya Stark.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, no, you know, I think you're probably going to need to talk to somebody in charge here. I guess the Eyrie guards are like, Lady Lysa's dead. We don't give a bleep what else is going on. Y'all can take off.
That was weird. So that was a little weird. I was like, well, why didn't they go in? I don't get it. Go to Tyrion!
Tyrion!
Holy crap. First of all, I'm so glad Jaime was like, I can't let you die.
But it's very interesting because, again, I'm comparing books to the show. In the books, Jaime reveals something to Tyrion during their farewell that really, I'm not going to get into it, but it really changes Tyrion's mindset about certain things. And I think even eggs him on to go look for his father, and, well, we saw what happened there.
Tyrion killed Shae and then killed his father by throwing two, not just one, shooting 2 arrows. He's like, one, in case you weren't sure I wanted to kill you, I'm just gonna shoot another
It's like
one.
loading it up, kind of casually. Father's blathering on, I can't believe you shot him again. That was good. In the books, again, they only shoot him once. They only need to shoot him once, but I liked it. I liked the second crossbow bolt going in. I enjoyed it.
Oh, such a good moment.
No more Charles Dance, though.
That's true. Like, what's happening if Tywin is not there anymore? Who's gonna rule? Like, this is just
Cersei and Jaime get in their way, apparently. They're gonna be like...
Are people gonna be accepting that they're, you know...
The Targaryens used to do it. The Targaryens used to wed brother and sister together. Yeah, that's in the histories as well.
Interesting. So maybe they will be king and queen or something like that. Well, no. Tommen
is still the king, but yes.
Maybe Tommen will marry Marjorie after all.
How will the Tyrells deal with this kind of public information? Although it hasn't really gone public yet. She only told her father.
That's true.
And if her father told nobody, if her father told Shae, it doesn't matter either. Shae's dead. Back to Shae, by the way. Yes. I'm a little let down that the show did not reveal why she so viciously turned on not just Tyrion, but for me, Sansa. Why she threw Sansa under the bus. It seemed to me they built up this character who, on the television show, was much better than the book version of Shae. Sibel Kekali played her, I think, fantastically. And we got more of a character who had more heart, more depth. And to see her go this way without any explanation as to why she flipped, I understand that not all conversations can be seen on screen, but I felt like, with respect to the character, we deserved something. Yeah. We deserved
No, I agree. That was my biggest thing. I was like, well, they built her up so much as someone that really loved Tyrion, and then suddenly it's like, oh yeah, I'm just going to betray you and make it so that you're put to death. Oh, and I'm sleeping with your father.
And I'm sleeping with your father.
It's like, when did this happen? I mean, he tried to save you by sending you away, and what do? You betray him and sleep with his father. It's just weird. It's weird.
And when he first steps in, she hears the footstep, and she goes, my lion? And he goes, oh, no, you did not just say that.
And now he's going somewhere. We don't really know where, on a boat. And the best part of the episode is Varys going, I'm going to Bells. Nope.
Nope. Look at his face.
Go back.
Right? He turned back. He hears bells.
Maybe no. Not. I'm gonna go too. Like...
You guys got extra room? Oh, shit, I'm going.
Shit's going down. I'm out of here.
Out of here. Man, you're right. King's Landing is gonna be completely different when we catch up with them in season 5.
What the hell is happening?
I see the show through 2 different eyes. Through the eyes of a book reader, in which there was more stuff that I was kind of expecting and hoping for and didn't get. So on one hand, you're going, oh. But on the other hand, you're still going, this was a really good episode of television. Like to most television watchers, I think this was just a fantastic episode of television.
Wow, that was intense episode. So many questions for next season. I'm so sad we have to wait like a year because I'm going to forget everything.
I'll be there to remind you.
That's true. That's true. It's going to be hard, even harder for you because even you don't have the answers. Even you are waiting. You're
I can't be all Mr. Know-It-all anymore. Like,
you're like, oh yeah, next season's going to be
me.
great. Next season is going to be great.
I'm just going to be sitting next to you going,
What's happening? What's happening? That was not in the box. That was not in the box. So that pretty much concludes our review, Kenny, for this season of Game of Thrones. It was a crazy, crazy season.
And crazily, I know this is insane, but for the fans, this time we're actually going to leave the comments open. You can comment to your heart's content because we're not allowing Sandrine to read them.
I'm not going to read them.
I'm going to read them and comment on them. And you can't spoil me, people. I know everything.
So Kenny will be reading the comments, and the reason why we're leaving them open is because I will be joining Kenny on Axie Fabulous, and we'll be answering some of your questions about Game of Thrones. So feel free to ask them in the comments below. Or you can ask us on Twitter at AxeChucker, at Sandrine. And yeah, we'll be doing that in not this episode of Axie Fabulous, episode 11.
Yes, episode 11.
And even though I'm done reviewing Game of Thrones, I'm going to start reviewing some new shows next week. Falling Skies on Sundays, and Teen Wolf is back on Monday.
Teen Wolf!
What?
I keep hearing so many good things about this Teen Wolf show.
I keep telling you to watch it.
I'm going to, but it's called Teen Wolf. It's so hard to get past the title.
It's so good. It's so good. It's so good.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I will watch it.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us this season. I hope you enjoyed the show, our reviews, everything.
If they didn't, why would they even be watching
That's
us
true.
right now?
That's true.
They love us. You love us.
Don't forget to subscribe to Happy Cool so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye!
Bye!
And I get why Mance wants to, wants what he wants. So I'm like, well, he's not a bad guy. He just, needs to go to safety because the White Walkers are freaking coming.
Right.
I mean, I would be like, get to the, let me in.
But yeah, but the idea is, of course, that, and of course, there are people watching the show screaming at the TV going, let them through, let them through. But generally speaking...
Except the fence, because...
Except that, yes, everybody, you can come, you can come, you can come. No! If you're bald, they don't let you through. This one poor guy is like, I went prematurely bald, let me through. Like, no, he may be a Fen, he can't come. Damn it!